Hey, what do YouTube? This is your boy Dieakas, and this is my review of Battleground 2016. Overall, I thought it was a pretty decent show. I'm not going to really give a number review. I'm just going to quickly go through the show. It was a really good show overall, I think. Let's go on to the first match because I'm skipping the pre-show. Had a long day, and I'm just going to edit this and get it up. Phrasing. All right. First match was Sasha Banks and a mystery partner versus Charlotte and Dana Brooke. Um, Turns out the mystery partner was none other than Bayley. So most people were saying it was going to be either Bayley or Trish Stratus or something like that. Turns out to be Bayley. Sasha Banks gets a win after hitting the bank statement a second time. Next match is New Day versus the Wyatts. I guess this is the Wyatts going away party since Strowman's gonna be on Raw, and Bray Wyatt and Eric Rowan is gonna be on SmackDown. New Day cut a pretty funny promo. They talked about how they are the current longest reigning tag team champions of this era, or whatever the fuck it is. So, congratulations for that. Big E makes a damn Bone Crusher reference, and I had to look it up. April 8th, 2003 was the day that Never Scared came out as a single, so that's what it was referring to. But the match was pretty good overall. Is it just me, or did Bray Wyatt lose some weight? He looks a lot more fit. Xavier confronted his fears and finally faced off against Wyatt, even though he did that on SmackDown. It's pretty much the same outcome as SmackDown with Wyatt getting the pin. Rusev versus Ryder. What's the fucking point? Rusev wins. Mojo makes a save. Next we have a Raw vignette. Pretty much Rollins claims he wins the title. He will win the title tonight for bring it back to Raw. Next is the match of the year candidate, Sami Zayn versus Owens. Oh, there's just the story that was told in this match was so amazing. There was a scary moment when Zayn botched his bouncy flip thing. I don't know what the hell he calls it. It's not Tope con Hilo, but he bounced that. He botched that. I'm glad they made his arm injury play a factor into this match, because it's just part of the added history of it. Added history of Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. There were so many good spots. The brain buster on the apron is probably the closest thing we'll ever see to a brain buster, whatever the fuck it's called. What else was there? Kevin Owens had him scouted when he was going through the dive through the ropes DDT, and he super kicked him. I've seen that spot a couple times, but every time I see it, I'm amazed that they know each other so well. And the ending sequence is pretty good. The half the pin half and half suplexes. Was it dual half and half suplexes into the corner half and half or something? I can't remember what it was, but he pretty much executed them. With the dual haluva kicks in the corner. Amazing. I know Goham yelled out haluva kick twice after he saw that shit. Next match is Becky Lynch versus Natty. Natty wins, which I find very pointless. And Becky Lynch is your up and coming woman wrestler or whatever, and she just can't buy a win, and it's getting really bad. It's getting really sad. Now I understand you want to push Sasha to the moon. That's cool and everything, but when Sasha, comes down off of her pillar, who are you gonna give the child to next? Or who are you gonna have? You gonna have Sasha and Charlotte for the next 2 years, or you gonna build up or are you gonna build up Becky Lynch or whoever else they gonna call up? I don't see a point in it. Alright, next is SmackDown vignette. Dean is just crazy as always. It has a little comedic moment with Shane and Daniel Bryan, but Dean pretty much claims he will win the title. Miz versus Darren Young. All this was all this was like pretty much like the Bob Backlund show. Um, that's what it centered around. This match was more manager centric than anything else. I mean, Darren Young in the mid show. They can wrestle or whatever, but if anything, the managers had more to do with this match than anything, which is a good thing. I mean, it's good to see managers have a resurgence in WWE, but should they really overshadow the talent? Whatever. I don't even know how the match ended. Was it a no contest, no DQ? Oh, not no DQ. Was it a DQ, no contest, count out? Whatever. I don't care. It was fucking pointless. So, the next match is Cena, Enzo, and Cass versus the Club. Oh, the promo at the beginning of this shit was so funny. I mean, Enzo went the fuck off. Cass went the fuck off. Enzo called the Club a teenage girl in the Scream trilogy because they'll make a bad decision or some shit. And he goes on this other tirade. I mean, Enzo had me cracking the fuck up. Cass cut the same old promo. I think I heard sometime before he called AJ Styles' haircut a soccer mom or some shit. Nah. But it was a really good match. Just like a good rivalry. It came down to Cena versus AJ Styles, and Cena gets the win with the Avalanche AA. I like that match. It was a pretty good match. A lot of false finishes, but it was AJ Styles versus Cena. What you expect? Or the Club versus Enzo and Cass and Cena. Whatever. Well, next is the highlight reel with Randy Orton. I think Orton called fucking Jericho fucking Ellen DeGeneres. That shit was so goddamn funny. And it's pretty cool. I think Randy Orton has took in these 9 months and actually grew a personality. Because I think Whitey was talking about he actually grew a personality. Yeah, his character's been bland for the past 15 years, but now it's sort of, I see more of a personality coming from him. And the one line that killed me was that it takes multiple suplexes to get to Suplex City. It only takes one RKO to go to Viperville. No enhancement needed. That shit was so damn funny. And it's also a good stab at Brock Lesnar, so he's good and pissed now. He should be good and pissed. Then gets him a little bit more back and forth, and Jericho is just teasing him. So when you're gonna hit the RKO out of nowhere, it's gonna be here. It's gonna be here. And then Randy Orton goes for it. He starts faking laughing or whatever. Tells Jericho to go off. Jericho takes the bait and just eats an RKO, a beautiful RKO. And shit's funny. I'm glad they're finally taking this out of nowhere meme or whatever it is and putting it on TV, because they could have did this shit like 2 years ago, because he was over. Randy Orton was over because of that fucking meme, and people making these videos showing ridiculous RKO compilations and shit like that. And WWE's like, oh, I don't know what the fuck that is. Oh, I'm a genius fucking company. Well, you should take that shit to heart. Idiots. Main event is the Shield Boys in a triple threat. Dean Ambrose, who's the champion, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. Oh, man. It was so damn funny when Roman Reigns came out and just thunderous boos. And I could have swore whoever was in that production truck said, no, cut the damn volume down or whatever. Keep the interest theme the same. Cut the volume down on the crowd. Y'all motherfuckers ain't slick. You try this every fucking time. It's not gonna work. The dude's not over. Don't try to imagine he's over. And he looked like he's still a babyface. So yeah, whatever. But pretty much Roman ate all the L's in this match. He had a double powerbomb. He got beat down by Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. He still looked the same, but he looked a little more invincible. Is that a word? Whatever. He didn't look so how can I say this? He didn't look so strong as McMahon wanted to put it. It was a really good exchange at the end. I think. He no-sold the turnbuckle powerbomb, and then Superman punched and spear. I'm like, okay, that's one of his signature moves. He just no-sold that shit. Went for the pin or whatever. Dean Ambrose, damn, dirty deeds him for the win. Pretty funny shit. Wrestling should be up sometime this week, hopefully. And peace.